We interrupt Homes Under the Hammer to bring you breaking news from the lower gardens, where police believe they may have found the hiding place used by Rapunzel. On the scene, here's our roving reporter, Nico Hanrahan.
That's right, Hugh. At around 9:30 this morning, police were called to this very ordinary-looking tower here in Bournemouth that they believe may be the scene for one of the most extraordinary scenes in bedtime history.
So Nick, what do we know?
It appears that the tower you can see behind me may in fact belong to a well-known sorceress who police have decided not to name.
That's quite normal in these circumstances, isn't it?
It is. It's a fairy tale.
But we do know the key identity of the key figure in this story, do we not? Who is Rapunzel?
Well, at the risk of putting our viewers to sleep, I can briefly recap the details of this extraordinary story that many have indeed likened to a fairy tale. Rapunzel moved into this town centre tower several years ago, but appears to have been allegedly imprisoned within by the lady listed as the property's owner, a wicked sorceress. CCTV footage shows that the only access to the property was through a retractable stepladder made from the tenant's own hair. We now believe that this flaw in the security system may have been exploited by a passing prince, who not only climbed into Rapunzel's first-floor flat, but also appears to have fathered twins with the young lady.
That domestic arrangement seems to have come to an abrupt end when the sorceress discovered the prince on her property.
It did indeed. CCTV footage would indeed seem to show the prince being thrown from the tower into the bushes you can see here.
Was he injured?
Bizarrely enough, he was blinded in both eyes by the accident. Police believe an allergic reaction to thorns may be responsible. It's an interesting thing.
Nick, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. We have received an urgent statement from a police spokesman, and I should point out that the details are still few and far between. But it is now believed that both the prince, Rapunzel, and the two twins have been found safe and sound in a forest somewhere, in which case they appear to have lived happily ever after.
It is a happy ending. The end.